Hi, welcome back to the Best Travel Channel. My name's Gareth. So this week I went to Liverpool to see what there was to see really, and Liverpool, a city of music, of arts, of various cultures, and lots of roadworks. Lots and lots and lots of roadworks. So so it was an alright day, and I didn't get to see everything I wanted to, unfortunately. There was a few sort of hiccups along the way, but nevertheless, here's what I managed to capture, and I hope you enjoy the video. Much like many former Industrial Revolution cities, Liverpool has several neoclassical buildings like this one, St George's Hall. It was built in the mid-19th century and has seen it all, from patients to frequent guests such as Charles Dickens, Lord Kitchener and the Beatles. It looks similar to the Acropolis in Athens and features several classic panels. Unmissable, unmistakable, and a unique feature to a northern city is Radio City Tower, or St John's Beacon. Opened in 1971, Radio City Tower once had the highest restaurant in Liverpool, but the concept fell out of favour. Between the latter 80s to 90s it became a white elephant, but was bought out and refurbished in time for the millennium. You can view the city from the first floor, from a height of over 400 feet for a smallish fee. All over Liverpool you'll see these electric scooters, which can be hired by downloading the Voi app. It costs an initial £1 plus 20 pence per minute to ride one. Central Library neighbours the World Museum, one of the best places to see mummies outside of the History Museum in London. It's not the Beatles' Yellow Submarine, it's not a lamb, it's not a banana, it's the Drumlins' Super Lamb Banana. Tower Chiezo based it upon two imports into Liverpool's docks during their heyday, sheep and bananas. It's also supposed to symbolise the perils of genetic engineering. Although honestly, who wants a bang woolly banana anyway? Smaller and more vibrant sets of lamb bananas can be found by the waterfront, similar to the elephant trails in London and Sheffield. If you've ever been to Liverpool, you probably know all about the Cavern Club, where a band called the Quarrymen upset the establishment by playing an Elvis Presley song in a jazz club of all places. The Quarrymen were the precursor to the Beatles, who formed in 1960. Surprise surprise, Cilla White, or Cilla Black, also earned her stripes here too. Why not give yourself an X-strain and see if your favourite bands are on the Wall of Fame here? Town Hall has existed in this part of Liverpool since the early 1500s, with this rendition being finalised in the mid-1700s. Sailors revolted in 1775 due to wage cuts, bombarding Town Hall with cannons after peaceful protesters were wounded by gunfire. The sailors who were later arrested had the charges dropped in exchange for Navy enlistment. It was also here that James Waddell, a Confederate States officer, surrendered his vessel CSS Shenandoah to the British. During the American Civil War of 1861 to 1865, the Southern Confederate States under Jefferson Davis and Robert E. Lee fought against the United States under Abraham Lincoln and Ulysses Grant. Of course, you'll know the United States won. And it was on the River Mersey that a world-travelling James Waddell learnt of the defeat, officially lowering the Confederates' flag for good. As you approach the pierhead of Liverpool, the Liver building is unmissable. Along with the Port of Liverpool and Cunard building, it is part of what is known as the Three Graces. All three buildings were built within 3 to 4 years each in the early 20th century. Here you can also see a memorial that marks the 32 engineers who died aboard the Titanic in 1912. And later all maritime engineers during the two world wars are included on this memorial. With restaurants and bars beneath its arches, the 175-year-old Royal Albert Docks are worth a visit. Former warehouses once held items of the slave trade like cotton, rum and tobacco. Liverpool was a very small town in the 12th to 13th century, but increased in size due to its sea trade with Wales and significantly Ireland. Once part of Lancashire, the Welsh, Irish and even Nordic immigrants shaped the city's very own accent, the Scouse accent. St Luke's Church was one of many buildings damaged during the Liverpool Blitz in 1941. It was the second heaviest bombing of the UK during the war. The fire gutted the inside, leaving a characteristic skeleton. It now hosts outdoor events. Liverpool is vibrant with culture, and for just a small glimpse of that, head for a short walk from the city centre to the area of Toxteth, where within minutes you'll see a great Orthodox church, synagogue and mosque. The Greek Orthodox Church of St Nicholas was built in 1870 and still operates today. Prince's Road Synagogue, built 4 years later, was one of the 3,000 that stood in the city, compared to only 20 that were registered in 1790. Evidence of the mass influx of migrants to the city. Well, that's all I've got time for today, but I do hope you've enjoyed my little tour of Liverpool. Take care, bye for now.